Good morning and thank you for joining me on today's Totallybeads Live. We've got a beautiful necklace for you today. I'm very excited. It's using my absolute favourite gemstones, and we're going to use some beautiful chips to make a lovely necklace with little, well, it's very much a statement piece. It's got some lovely connectors in it and it'll give you like a multi-layered effect. So I hope you're all well. I'll have a little look in the comments. I'll take you straight over to the website because we have lots to see, lots to do. Hopefully, I am live with you on Facebook as well as YouTube. So let me know. I've got hopefully no technical difficulties today. So I'm going to take you over to the website very, very quickly because we've got 9 different choices for you today. I'm a bit like Kitty. If there's a particular project that I like an awful lot, I like them all, then we go a little bit crazy in terms of the amount of choices that we like to give you in terms of colorways. For me, it's gemstones, so there's lots of different gemstones for you to choose from. Good morning, Lucy. How are you doing? So I'm going to take you over to the website and let's have a little look at what we have for you today. So we're going to go on to totallybeads.co.uk as always, and we're going to click in the video tutorials or down in the category section. Now we've called today's necklace Amara. It's very, very pretty. So click on the Amara Gemstone Chip necklace and you can see all the different colours that we have. There are an abundance for you. So we've got some beautiful Rutilated Quartz, which I think I'm going to be demoing with today. We've got some blue tiger eye, we've got golden jade, we've got howlite, we've got Indian agate, we've got labradorite, we have lapis lazuli, and we've got pink opal and a beautiful, beautiful smoky quartz as well for you. So when picking out these gemstones, I've tried to choose some which I think look beautiful with the spaces that we're using today, those little connectors. It's got, I think, quite a tribal look to it. So they're all very, very gorgeous. There will be something, I'm sure, in there for everybody. And we've got a really great discount on things today for you. So we're looking at around £6–7. Some of them go up a little bit more depending on the gemstones that you choose. So let's have a little look in your kit. I'll take you into the Rutilated Quartz one, which is down to just £6.08, which is an absolute bargain. So in your kit, you're going to get a large, long, gorgeous string of gemstone chip beads. You're going to get to attach them as you want, but I'm using the antique silver connectors so you can space them out as much as you like. I tend to use 4 in the main amongst the chips. You're also going to get your tiger tail, some jewellery chain, lobster clasps, jump rings, callouts, crimp beads, and they've even included in there for you a little pair of ear wires so you can have a little matching set as well. So that is the Rutilated Quartz. If you scroll down a little bit further, you'll get to see those gorgeous products there on their own. So the spaces that we're using are antique silver metal beads. They've got a lovely design on them with lots of little lines. They just look very, very pretty and look really nice against that black plated oval chain as well. All the findings that you're going to be getting in your kit will be the rhodium colour, so they will tie in very, very nicely with that. So that is the Rutilated Quartz. We've also got the gorgeous blue tiger eye, which has got some really lovely deep browns and gorgeous colours. And again, you're getting your stringy gemstone chip beads in there, your antique silver connectors, your tiger tail, your jewellery chain, your lobster clasps, your jump rings, callouts, crimp beads, and your ear wires. So you're getting all of that in your kit for just £6.75. I mean, I could probably be here all morning to you just talking about the gorgeous gem chips. We've got the golden jade, which is beautiful, warm oranges and lovely, lovely tones in there. Obviously, every gemstone is unique in itself, so each chip will be a slightly different shape, slightly different colour, going to give you an awful lot of beautiful different textures in that necklace. So have a little look and let me know which is your favourite. The Howlite, I think, looks beautiful with those connectors. Really, really nice, bringing out the greys and those lovely dark tones. So that is your Howlite, and that's just £6.8. We've also got the Indian Agate, which again, I think is another one of my favourites. You're getting greens, browns, beautiful colours in there. And that one is just £6.75. We have the Labradorite. Now, Labradorite is probably one of my favourite gemstones. These chips are beautiful. They've got gorgeous flashes on them. So although they are more a very subtle kind of greens and greys in there, you're getting gorgeous flashes of little rainbows as well. So that is an absolute stunner. I find these chips more rounded as well. They're like tiny little nugget shaped ones. So all of that in your kit is only £6.53. And we have the Lapis. Wow, the Lapis is a gorgeous, gorgeous deep blue. If you're ever not too sure whether you've got a Lapis or you've got a Sodalite, Lapis has little pyrite kind of gold inclusions running through it as well. So that is your beautiful blue Lapis, and that is £7.88. Again, you're getting all sorts in there, so you can add, you'll be able to do, given the amount of connectors, you might possibly get 2 necklaces out of there. You might want to make a matching bracelet. You might just want to do a general stringing onto the tiger tail. So you're getting an awful lot in your kit there for £7.88. And we also have the pink opal, which is very, very, very pretty. The one that I've got, my sample, looks a lot more pink than this one does here. They're very soft blush tones. You're getting creams in there as well. So if you're a fan of pink, you might like the pink opal. And that one is £9.68. And last but not least, because this is absolutely beautiful and I wasn't sure whether to make this as a demo today, you're getting your Smoky Quartz. So all of that in there is £7.43. So I think these are an absolute bargain. As I say, we are going to be able to get quite a lot out of your kit today. You'll be able to probably make 2 necklaces up. You could make a bracelet, you can make your earrings, you can do whatever you wish. So I'm going to say good morning to you now that you seem to have arrived. Hopefully you've not missed anything, but if you need to pop back onto the website, all the information of what you get in your kit is there for you today. So good morning to Debbie. Good morning to Carol. She says, morning, Natalie and our beading family. Beautiful spring day here in Brixham. Going for a walk later. It's not too bright here. But it's not raining and it's dry for now, so hopefully spring is on its way. I've got some daffodils that have come up in the garden, so that's my sign that it's on its way. Good morning to Rachel, good morning to Penny, good morning to Kim. She says, good morning, Natalie and everyone. I've got the day off, so getting to enjoy the live. Well, thank you very much for spending your day off with us, Kim. I hope you are well. Lucy has shared the link for you today. So today we are doing a beautiful gem chip necklace. We called it the Amara necklace. So if you need to have a little look, you can pop on there. Good morning to Carol. Good morning to Francis. Good morning to Diane in Welshpool. Oh, she says, hope your little one is better. Thank you very, very much. He's fine. He was fine on Monday, but he'd spent all of Sunday afternoon and evening being sick. So he couldn't go to nursery if they're unwell and vomiting. They have to stay off for 48 hours. So, he was fine on Monday, but Still a little bit anxious. Thankfully, it was just a 24-hour bug and he's back to his usual tinker self now. Good morning to Mina. She says it's rainy in Leicester. Good morning to Judith. Good morning to Janice. She says, I'm going to visit my friend in a care home with your necklace from the other day and chain connectors. Thank you, Natalie. You are most welcome, Janice. I hope they like them. Do share a picture in the group if you haven't already of what you've made. Good morning to Isla. She says she's just received her order from Creation Station. Wow, the Labradorite chips, one of my favourite gems, are fantastic. Well, they are a choice for you to choose from again today. They're one of my favourites as well. I always joke, like it's as if I'm hoarding Labradorite because I've got so many towers and carvings and cabochons. I love Labradorite. I love the play of colours on it. I love the flashes on it. It is definitely one of my favourites. Good morning to Gwen. Good morning to Anne. Good morning to Jitty. Good morning to Victoria. Thank you very much. She's fine, Victoria. Yeah, I missed you on Monday though. So thank you so much for Kitty for stepping in very last minute. I mean, she's always got something on the make, so it's never too much of a difficulty for Kitty to go, yeah, we'll just do this instead. But really appreciate the support. So thank you so much for that. Mina says, I love Lapis. I can't ever say which is my favourite. I always decide with whatever I'm working with, and that's my favourite. But yeah, Lapis is beautiful too. Good morning to Pauline. Good morning to, Lucy says, I have some pink opal here and it's gorgeous. Good morning to Camille. She says she's just popped in to say hello before she goes for her appointment. Hope that goes well for you, Camille. Good morning to Elaine, Sheila, Christine. It's sunny where she is in Swansea. Good morning to Joanne. Good morning to my mum, Kath. And good morning to you all. So, Pauline says it's partly sunny in Cyprus. Well, you lucky thing. Okay, I'm going to take you down on the mat so you can see these gorgeous, gorgeous gemstones in their glory. My mat is very busy today because, as I say, I think we've got 9 different choices for you. So this is how it looks. As you can see, we've got the most beautiful gem chip necklaces for you today. So this is your Rutilated Quartz. This, I think, is the one I'm going to be demoing with today because I think it looks beautiful with these spaces. So your Rutilated Quartz, it's got rutile inclusions in it, which I think is made of titanium, but let me double check my science on that for you. So you've got gorgeous little black speckles, like little tiny lines. They're like needle-like lines, if you can see there, running through them. And I think they just look beautiful with these spaces. So that is possibly my favourite for you. We've got so many to choose from. It is unreal. The next one I'm wanting to show you is your golden jade. So that's this one. And it is a beautiful golden colour. So I added this one in just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. But I have been, as I say, looking for crystals and gem chips, which I think would match the tone of these lovely. So that is your golden jade. Beautiful, warm yellows, oranges. Gorgeous, gorgeous colour. We've got the howlite. Now you can get howlite dyed in numerous colours. You usually get it in a lovely blue, but this is how it is in its gorgeous natural form. It's white, beautiful little grey markings in it. It looks kind of marbled. Elaine says, morning, Natalie, crossing my fingers a delivery I'm expecting doesn't turn up while I'm watching you. That is the story of my life, Elaine. I'm always hoping that my post person comes before or after my live. But don't worry, I'll be here when you need to come back to us. Don't make sure that you don't miss that door. So that is our gorgeous howlite. And again, that looks beautiful, I think, with these spaces. Lucy says she likes them ones too. This one is stunning. This is the Smoky Quartz. I've gone off-piste, so to speak, so I'm not now doing it in the order that they're on the website, just what's on my table. So they look darker on my camera than they are. Can you see kind of translucence with them? Beautiful, beautiful smoky colour. Again, looks gorgeous. Gorgeous with these connectors. The next one I'm going to show you is this one. And this one is our Indian agate. So you've got some gorgeous greens in here. Beautiful deep greens. You've got some lighter shades, little bits of brown. As I say, every single gem chip is natural and unique in itself. So they're going to give an irregular shape to each one. They look beautiful together. Diane says she loves the smoky quartz. And Carol loves a natural highlight. Well, this is good. I'm liking the fact that each of you are saying, I like this and I prefer that. I'm hoping there's something here for everybody. This is your Labradorite and it is beautiful. Look, if I can you pick up some of the little rainbows? That one's sparkling. When this hits the light, you'll get some gorgeous flashes on these. They are, as I say, very pale kind of greens, golds, greys, with beautiful little rainbows. And I know this isn't showing just how stunning it is, but when the light hits it, you'll see some beauties in there. This one is your Lapis, which again is a gorgeous, gorgeous colour. Very deep blues. You will see little bits of gold flecks in there as well. This one is your pink opal. So you're getting lots of different tones in there. Beautiful, soft blush pink colours. Margaret says, danger, I like them all. Well, you've got 10% off them today. And you're getting an awful lot of gem chips on your strand. So, you know, if you feel you need to buy more than one, then that is more than fine, Margaret. You're going to definitely get your money's worth out of this. Obviously, you know, we're looking at semi-precious stones here. So they are beautiful, beautiful quality. They are one of the earth's wonders. You'll be able to make all sorts out of these. You can make bracelets to match, you can make little earrings out of them, so you're going to be able to get a gorgeous full set. Kim says all gorgeous, but the Indian agate, smoky quartz and pink opal are my top 3. So you can never have too many chips. I think you know you're always going to be able to find various different purposes with that. And this one, which again is not picking up the colours at all, but we've got this beautiful, beautiful tiger eye. It's a blue tiger eye, which means it's got some deeper, darker colours in it. Usually a tiger eye is kind of the goldy colours. I mean, you're still getting those golds and those browns in, but you're getting those lovely, lovely tones. Diane's asking about the discount. So if you go onto the website, for example, this one, which is your blue tiger eye, it should have been £7.50. It's now down to just £6.75. So there is a discount already applied to all of the beautiful necklaces and the kits there for you today. So they are the colours. It's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I never know which one to do. I'm going to start. I am going to do the Rutilated Quartz because I think, as I say, it looks beautiful with the connectors. So just look how many you're getting on this strand. It doesn't even fit in my screen barely. So look at all them. You're going to be able to make an awful lot of stuff out of these. And they're just so beautiful. Yeah, so Lucy said the kits have already been discounted, so you don't need to do anything. Just go shopping and pop what you want in your basket. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to take a little length of tiger tail. Now you can measure this out if you wish. I tend to just do it by eye. This one is going to be my inner. So if I pop this back here, this is going to be the one that runs on the inside of my necklace there. So I'm going to take a little length and I'm going to suggest that I want it probably around 20 centimeters. I'm not measuring it, as I say, I'm just doing it by eye. And I'm going to take my cutters. I'm going to be all over the place with this now to come off my reel. So I'm just going to cut a little length of my tiger tail. I'm just going to wind this back up so it doesn't end up all over the place with kinks in it. And I'll pop that to the side. Okay, so I'm going to take my length of tiger tail. This is going to be the inside of my necklace. And I'm going to start off by adding my callouts and my crimp beads. So I'm going to take, they're all rhodium plated because they'll go beautiful with black plate oval chain. I've picked this chain out. Let me see if you can see. So it's got some beautiful little etched lines on those ovals. And I think they just complement my spaces beautifully. Let me get some of these lovely. Look how many of these you get. You get tons of these. So they have gorgeous, gorgeous little markings on them. They are triangular shaped. They come up to a point in the middle. So it's going to give you that beautiful detail. And you'll notice they've got numerous connectors. So they've got a top hole here, which is where we're going to attach our jump rings onto our chain. But also we're going to space these out in between our necklaces. Now you can play around with these. You might want to put them that way. You might want to put them whichever way you want. I'm putting them up this way. So the point is at the top. And they've got two little connecting holes either side there. So to start off, I'm going to take my callout, which I have out ready, and I'm going to take two of my crimp beads. I always crimp twice. They're not too heavy, but I always think safety first. So I'm going to add my callout onto my tiger tail up this way. So the hole is at the bottom, running through. And I'm going to take my crimp beads and I'm just going to add two of those on. And with my pliers, I'm going to give them a little crush. Bring my callout up and close that over. I'm going to close it with my fingers first and then very gently with my pliers. I'm going to give that a little press down together so the little holes at the top will align and I'll be able to put my jump ring through that. Elaine says those spaces would make lovely earrings as they are. They would. Now I've not done earrings for these as of yet, but you could just add them on with the little jump ring like here and just have them as they are. If you want to, you can still use these connecting holes at the back and you can run a little row of your gem chips off them if you wish. So thank you, Lucy. She's sharing the link. If you are just joining us, we're making some beautiful gemstone chip bead necklaces today. Good morning, Jackie. Okay, so I'm just going to start off by adding some of my gorgeous, gorgeous chips. So I'm going to have this sitting like in this kind of direction. If you want to now, you can add your jump ring on. You can even add your connector. Shall we do that? Shall we add the first little connector so you can see how it's running off? So I'm going to open my jump ring. So I'm going to take my pliers I'm going to give it a good grip and twist it towards me or away from me to open that up. I'll thread that through my callout, and then I'm going to add that on to this one here, because this row is going to be my inside of my necklace, and I'm going to close that up. So I'm taking it slightly past the point of it joining and let it spring back closed. So this will sit like so. And now we've got the fun bit. So now I'm just going to start adding on my chips. So I'm going to open up my string. I'm going to try not to get everything everywhere today to keep things in focus, but I can't guarantee, because, you know, I get excited, the chips get everywhere. So I'm just taking some off my string. Now, as I say, they're all slightly different sizes, slightly different shapes. I'm going to start off with quite a small one, find the hole, and I'm just going to start running that tiger tail through my chips. And just add these on in no particular order. Look how beautiful those inclusions are. Can you see if I just pop that on my finger? Trying to get a little bit of focus. So this is your Rutilated Quartz, and as you can see inside there is tiny little needle-like, very dark black lines of rutile. Can you see how beautiful they are? So adding on gonna have to speed up, I think, today. It's took me that long to show you all the choices. We might be here for a while. So they're going to be in slightly different sizes and shapes. Don't worry too much about what ones you're putting on. I tend to start with a smaller one towards the end of the connector and my callout. Okay, now when I'm happy with the size I've got, I might add another little few onto there. You can measure this out if you wish. I tend to do it by eye, and when I line my tiger tail up with the next one, I can gauge whereabout I need to add those chips onto. So adding on my chips until it's time to add my first gorgeous connector. So I'm taking this time the hole that runs through the top. I'm going to slide that on, and that will be my first one that will sit here. So I'm going to add, I think, 4 into the middle. So I'll have another one around here and here and about there. So just continue to add on your chips. Kentisbury said she's moved to YouTube. Facebook is jumping around. I hope we're not having too many problems and you're all still with me. So I'm just looking to see where that hole runs through. Sometimes you might find there is only a tiny little space where that drill is. If you're a little bit concerned that, you know, that might wear through, just pop that chip to the side. You can use it for something else if you need to. So adding on more of my chips. Look at the inclusions in that one. Can I get a bit of focus? There's too much stuff on my desk. So which is your favourite gemstone? Do you have a favourite? Are you like me? Does it depend on what you're using, what you're making, the look that you're going for? I'm currently making something with an aquamarine, which is going to be a pendant. But I go through phases of what I'm drawn to. I don't think there's any that I don't like. I've never found a gemstone that I don't love. Pauline says she loves the Indian agate. It's just such a variety of colours in there. Okay, so as I say, I'm not really too concerned about the length at the moment with this first one. With your inside strand, you can just design by eye, have a little look what you feel works best, how you want them spaced out, and then you can use that as your guide when you come to doing your next one. Canterbury says she loves Labradorite. And Carol agrees that Facebook is being a pain at the moment. So hopefully, as long as you're still with me, we don't have what happened last week where it just kicks you off halfway through. Still is a mystery what happened there. Okay, so I'm going to add on my next one. Again, just running that tiger tail through that top part or the point of the triangle. And now I kind of want these to be the same space going back up. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as my middle and I'm going to position it next to each other. So I'm going to add on roughly around the same, not necessarily the same amount, because as I say, they're all different sizes. So it's not like you can count and say, you know, you're using 15 chips here and 10 chips there. It is just going on kind of size. So you're going to be filling that tiger tail with roughly the same kind of space in between them. Oh, Kim says picture jasper is my favourite. Also love citrine and peridot. I've made a hedgehog bracelet with all of those. How gorgeous. I love citrine as well. Quite like a smoky citrine as well. So it seems like my neighbours are doing a little bit of work. So I'm hoping that you can't hear that through the adjoining wall. Just with banging and clanging going on next to me. Okay, so all I'm doing here is just laying them near each other. And I would say this part and this section is roughly about the same. So I'm going to add on my next one. And then I'm going to finish this first row off. Celia says, morning, sorry I've been in a works meeting. That is okay, Celia. I hope it went well for you. Thank you for joining us. Some of the inclusions in these are just unreal. And I say I chose to work with this one today because I think it will just look gorgeous against these spaces and the rhodium findings. So your holes are going to be in all sorts of different places running through these chips, which will make them hang really nicely. So it's got a very natural, organic look. Umina says I've got gold quartz and it's lovely. Now your rutilated quartz tends to have either gold inclusions in it or like these ones, like dark black. I say I think it's titanium. I think it's an oxide, which makes rutile. Okay, so I'm just going to add a few more on. Find that little hole. It's very noisy by mine today. I've got the street sweeper going past now. Don't they know we're doing a live? So I'm just looking for smaller ones to just bring that back up. And take some more off my strand. And I would say that's probably maybe a little bit too much, so I'll take them a couple off. Okay. So again, I'm just going to add on my Callouts and my Crimp Beads. Sylvia says, evening all, it's 9 PM here in South Australia. Those chips look lovely and a decent size too. Thank you, Sylvia, for joining us. I love that we are international and people tune in all times of the day, the evening, the morning, to come and watch us live here on Totallybeads. If you like what we do, give us a thumbs up, press the like or the love button. So thank you for joining us, Sylvia. They are Rutilated Quartz, the ones that I'm using here, but there are 9 different choices for you to use. So I'm happy with that. Checking those Callouts. I mean, that Callout could have been slightly closer to my Crimp Beads there, a little bit distracted, but they will move around a little bit. Obviously, as these chips move, they will slightly fill out and whatnot, so I'm not too concerned about that. As long as my Crimp Beads are fully flattened, I'm going to give them an extra press just to make sure. Trim the excess tiger tail off and close that over. So this is my first, which is going to be my inner. And then again, I can add my jump ring onto that. And my next triangle connector, which is going to connect onto my chain at the end. Now, when I start my second row, just add this on here for now. When I add my second row, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tiger tail, I'm going to run that round to check I've got a good amount, because this one will need to be slightly longer, and I'm going to thread it through this first connector, so it's running through those 2 bottom holes all the way through out to the other side. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to start adding the chips on this bit yet. The way I do it is I fill in these spaces and then add them on at the end. And I don't know why, I just feel it. I can gauge how many I'm putting on, and if I need to move up or whatever, then I can do. Kentisbury says, Natalie, rare titanium oxide mineral that crystallizes in the form of grains, masses, prismatic crystals, and long needle-like crystals. So I was right then. I wasn't as technically knowledgeable as what you've just shared. So thank you so much for that. But I think in a nutshell, I got that right. So again, I'm just going to start adding on my gorgeous Rutilated Quartz chips. They are a good size, like Sylvia said. You're getting all sorts of different sizes, obviously, because they are chips. But the length of the strand that you're getting means you're going to be able to make an abundance of things up. I'm just going to take that one off, only because the shape on this, beautiful irregular shape, I'm not going to use it for this necklace. I'll use it for something else, because what I don't want is to have that space here, and then if it turn round, it will maybe leave a little bit of my tiger tail exposed. So I'm going to just pop that in my pile, and then just continue to add on my chips. So you can see the difference in size, and this is why I'm not measuring or counting out how many I'm using. I'm literally going by eye just to fill that space in between. So when I feel I've got the amount needed, I'm just going to add on a slightly smaller one to finish, because that will be up close against that connector. I'm then going to pick up my connector next and slide that tiger tail through, so that's creating that curved shape. Added on some more chips. It is a very easy make to do, and it's usually quite a quick make as well to do. I'm going to cut off the tail. I mean, look how long this strand is. I'm going to get that out of the way, and then it's quicker for me to pull some of these lovely little chips from my strand. So we've got a fantastic offer on today. On all of the kits, they are 10% off. So you are getting beautiful, beautiful semi-precious gemstones, a very long, gorgeous strand of whichever you would like, which you choose. You're going to get your tiger tail in that kit. You're also going to get your gorgeous triangular spacers. You're getting your callouts and all of your findings, and you're getting your chain. So there's all sorts in there. Absolute bargain beauty today for you. I'm quite happy, I think, with the length of that one. So again, going through the 2 holes at the back and coming out the other side, and that's going to join them together. Kentisbury says, oh yes, you got it right, but because you said you weren't sure, I looked it up. Thank you very much. There's a wealth of knowledge in my head somewhere, but where it goes, I don't know. Sometimes I get very confused. I might mix them up. But this is what I love about gemstone. I love knowing about the science behind them, the geography behind them, the geology behind them. What are they made of? Where are they found? What different colours can you get? And I also quite like reading about the supposed properties of gemstones in terms of, maybe some kind of spiritual benefits or health benefits. There's lots of different things ascribed to every single crystal. So I can't remember everything, and I always do a handy internet search or pick up one of my many, 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 many books and have a little look through. So again, I'm just going to add on a smaller chip. Want to check that is around the right size. If I make it too big, it's going to have like a little gap in it there. So I do want to try and line it up and check it fits nicely in between that space. So as I say, I've not measured this. I'm using my eye just to use this first strand as kind of a gauge on where it needs to be and where it needs to sit, and it will give this lovely graduated curve. Hello Josephine, how are you doing, my love? So I was panicking for time, but actually I think we're doing all right. I don't want to rush it. I want to enjoy it. Look at the shape of that one. So you'll see some are very thin, some are very chunky, some are very pale in colour, some are dark in colour. This is all the same gemstone on this strand, and yet every single chip has its own unique shape, colour, needle-like clusters inside of them. And hopefully while making, I'm getting the supposed benefits of these crystals, which I think is, I think it's kind of like calm, tranquility, grounding, possibly. And even if you aren't into the properties of them, they're just stunning to look at. Okay, I'm going to add a couple more onto that one, I think. So I'm going to get some smaller ones. Find a little hole. And yeah, I think that will probably fit. So again, I'm going to take my Callouts. Josephine says it's looking lovely. Ooh, that's a nice suggestion. You could ombre with these if you wanted all black and all clear rutilated. Yeah, you absolutely could. I think you'd probably have to take them all off your strand and spend a little time kind of colour matching. That is definitely something you could do. It will take you a little bit longer, but you'll have an absolutely stunning look doing that. Okay, so I've popped my Callouts on and my Crimp Beads, giving that a little push down. Gonna add on another Crimp Bead just for safety and make sure I am crushing that too. And then I'm going to trim off that little bit of excess tiger tail and close that over just with my fingers to begin with, and then press it down gently. I don't want to put too much pressure on that because I don't want to crumple the shape on my Callout. And then you can add on your other jump ring. So opening that up towards me or away from me, not out, because I don't want to distort the ring. Pop that through my Callout and close that over. Okay, so now all I've got to do is add this extra little bit on here. So I'm going to take some more gorgeous chips off my strand and just start adding them on to come up to around the same length here. Oh, look at that one. You'll see me whenever I'm making with gemstones and gem chips, even beads. I'm like, oh, look at this one. Oh, look at that one. The wonder of each one never ceases to amaze me. Mina says, I always separate big and small chips. That's a good idea. I quite like the fact that this is random. I would probably, if I was, being really particular about it, think I want some of the larger down the bottom in the middle. You're making me be a bit more choosy now about which ones I'm picking up. Just want to make sure I've got enough on there to fill that space. I do pick it up a little bit and give it a little shake, like gravity kind of move them around, so I know I'm getting the length that I need. Just need a couple more on there, so I'm going to go for the slightly smaller ones. Do I add one more for good luck, or is that going to be too much? No, that will be perfect. Adding on my callout, and then my jump rings. How many spaces do we get in the kit? I think, just bear with me, 10, 12, I think it might be 12. Let me double check for you. So if I have a little look in the kit, you are getting 16 pieces. Don't know why I thought it would be quicker to count what's on my desk. You're getting 16 pieces. So for this design, I'm using 4 in the middle and then obviously these 2 extras at the end. You may want to add more, you might want to add less, but you're going to get an awful lot in there. So if you want to make up 2 necklaces, you'll have enough. There'll definitely be enough gem chips there for you as well. If you want to make bracelets with them, earrings with them, you will have enough in there to do so. So I'm just going to crimp that bead. I'm just going to hold it up to me. Sorry if my head's in the way. Just want to see what I'm doing. One more for good luck. Oh, thank you very much, Ruth. She's saying, click that like button. Thank you very, very much. If you are watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can subscribe if you haven't done already, and that will make sure that you're notified when we go live, and you can see all the lovely makes that we do. Right, so all I need on here is an extra jump ring, and then I'm going to add my jump rings onto this connector, and then all I need to do is add my chain. So opening up my jump ring, let's close that over a little bit. And then I'm just going to thread that on to the other little connecting space at the bottom. And the same on these ones. So I want the inside strand to go on to the connector here. And then the other jump ring to go on to the other hole, other connector at the bottom. And then I'm just going to add my chain on. Now you can do an overhead necklace if you want to. You can add your lobster clasp on, whatever you like. It doesn't need to be very long. Again, I'm doing it by eye. Probably should measure it. I think depending on the length and where you want these to sit, I tend to do probably about 20 centimeters. Let's measure it. Okay. So you're going to get this gorgeous oval chain in your kit. I'm going to show you this close up again because I've picked this one for a reason. And that reason is not only do I think, it look gorgeous against your connectors and your chips, but it's got gorgeous little etched lines on it, and I think it just complements those connectors really, really nice. Canterbury says, great, 16 spaces means I don't have to order more. Maybe if you want to, you can order, you might already have the essential findings kit. You might already have lots of things at home, like your jump rings and your callouts and things like that. You might just want to order an extra strand of your gem chips. And you can make these up, that's no problem. Okay, if I'm going to add my lobster clasp on, all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my chain over to find the center on that one, and I'm going to open my chain up just like I would do with a jump ring. So I'm finding the little space where it is able to open up. I'm going to make sure that's closed back over again. I'm going to take 2 jump rings to attach that to my necklace. I'm going to add another 2 at the top to connect them together and attach my clasp, which is going to be a lobster clasp. Again, you can use whatever findings you like, but these are all in your kit today. So I now have this top hole on my triangle. I'm going to add my jump ring through there and onto my chain. I'm going to close that up. And then I'm going to take my other jump ring and add that onto the end of that length of chain with my lobster clasp. And then the same on this side, attaching through that gorgeous triangle connector onto my chain. And then add my last jump ring so I can connect my lobster clasp onto there. And there you have your beautiful necklace. How simple and how easy was that to make? You're getting absolute beautiful gemstone chips today with an absolute bargain price, 10% off all of them. All you need to do is decide which chips you want to use. So let me bring myself up and see if I've missed any comments or any questions. Charlotte says, oh boy, really late hello everybody. They are gorgeous. So thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed the makes today. And I will be back with you. What day are we on? I don't know where we are now. Seems as I was change of plan on Monday, the whole week's just been thrown. So today's Friday. I will be back with you on Monday. I'm going to be making some beautiful earrings and a pendant as well, using some chainmail. They are really, really lovely. Joanne says, oh, that's gorgeous. And Jackie says, oh, love it. I am bang on 11 o'clock, so I've done really well for time. I'm going to very quickly take you back over to the website. If you have just joined us, we are making the beautiful Amara gem chip necklaces. There are colours to choose from. You can have the black Rutilated Quartz, which is what I've just demoed with, gorgeous blue tiger eye, Chinese New Year and all is the year of the tiger, isn't it? We've got golden jade for you, howlite, Indian agate, labradorite, lapis lazuli, pink opal, and a smoky quartz. They range in price, but there is 10% off all of them. And inside your kit, you are getting absolutely all sorts. So in your kits, you're getting a lovely long string of your gemstone chip beads. You're getting those gorgeous antique silver connectors, your tiger tail, your jewellery chain, your lobster clasp, your jump rings, your callouts, your crimp beads, and we've even thrown in a pair of ear wires if you want to make some lovely earrings to match too. So in your kit, you are going to get, as I say, what did we say, 16 of these and the lovely long strand of gem chips. You'll be able to make up, I would say, 2 necklaces from that. You can make up a necklace and a bracelet. You can make your full set if you wish. There's an awful lot in there. It's brilliant, brilliant value for money. Please bear in mind that these are, semi-precious gemstones. They're fantastic quality, and every single make is going to be unique to you because they're all going to be completely different in color, in shape, in size. So even if you're making the same necklace, they'll all be very unique and very, very special. Pauline says, I love your makes, Natalie. I shall be ordering 1 kit. Which one are you going to go for, Pauline? Have you decided yet? Thank you so much for that. It means an awful lot. Joanne is saying, have a lovely weekend, everybody. And Ruth has said, just woke up just in time, didn't I? You can catch us on replay, no problem. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely weekend, and I look forward to being back with you on Monday. Lots of love.